what talk to me about that time when you made that transition, or did a light bulb moment happen? Did something tragic or good happen where you're like, yep, this is it. We're done with real estate?
I'd say it's 2 things. Prior to even kinda getting into that, we got hip to a very, very esteemed gentleman in the acquisition space by the name of Dan Pena.
Mhm.
Lionel introduced me to him years before we even got into the real estate stuff, at least like 2 or 3 years. I said years. Um, that was that was one of those things where it's like, you can buy a business, and just the idea was so novel. I was like, what is that process like? Left
No
ba
one
Yeah.
tells you you can buy
Yeah,
it.
no,
Just start a business.
Start a business.
here's how you register the LLC, but to buy one, to go through the acquisition, that was a very interesting idea. Kinda move
Mhm.
forward to where we are with the real estate. We had did all this legwork, and again, we wanted something that was a bit more aggressive. We kinda just looked at everything that we ended up with, and we was like, "Man, if we do this, building wealth in this kind of bucket,
Yeah.
actual, tangible wealth." And I get it with real estate, it's there, it's yours. But I mean, you kinda don't really build that wealth until you eventually grow this thing, sell this thing, and kinda keep it going from there. We were
Yeah.
looking for something that was gonna kinda be a bit more active in terms
Mhm.
of, how we built our wealth or how we actually had access to cash flow in a
Yeah,
sense.
levers for revenue as well too.
Yeah, so it was a combination of us striving for this thing, that we had learned from, this
Somebody
gentleman
else.
named Dan Pena, and then also we wanted something that was gonna actually kinda give us a bit more in terms of how we built our wealth,
Yeah, so we knew
more
we
active
we knew we were going to go into
acquisitions.
mergers and
Merch.
acquisitions like from the start.
Mm,
But to do that, there is a knowledge gap and it's not free. We invested heavily into ourselves as well. The first course that we took, it cost us like $30,000, and
Yeah, I
that's
was
money
about
that,
like,
yeah,
guys, you guys seem, and even if persons are watching or listening, we're like, wait, were there always this like very strategic, knew exactly what they wanted, but you just touch on it, like you, even though you knew you wanted to go into, like you invested in education to get to that point too.
yeah. And when we did it, I mean, we were living on ramen
yeah.
and spend that money.
Yeah, happily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
See,
So
no, see, that's the thing, like that, and that's what I want you to share, like to our audience, because it's very, like as I said, like for me, it was very inspiring to see, to learn when I just met you guys, what you guys were doing. I was like, whoa, like you guys are in this space as well, and it sounds easy when you talk about it, but I'm sure there's some groundwork. Like there's a lot of work that went into it, and the fact that you guys said, like, it looks like you guys look well put together. They look like they look like the whole finance bros from Wall Street, like all that
yeah,
thing. But
it
to
wasn't
remind,
how. Yeah.
it wasn't always like that.
No, no, I mean, I'll tell you what, the best thing you can do and the first thing you need to do is just invest into yourself. 'Cause nobody can take that
If
from you.
if I can, even on that note, appearances, if you wanna even go down that direction. I remember me and Lionel, I think it was when we were doing the whole thing with selling the house plants.
Yeah.
We were able to another venture that happened back in the
Oh
day.
no, tell me, I want to hear. I was like,
Many years ago. It was an opportunity. I will not go into the details because I just won't. Just know we were at in park corners and different local parks here in Orlando selling
yeah,
house plants. And from that money, we were able
you were
to
selling.
selling house plants.
Plants.
House plants,
Mhm.
like yeah, I mean, yeah, selling house plants.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. It was pretty. It was a
Yeah,
it was a good
pretty
gig. I
pretty
tell you what,
lucrative, pretty lucrative.
we didn't start it up again.
Well, I bring it up because from those proceeds, we were able to get into getting ourselves into our first pair of suits.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Our first
yeah,
pair of three-piece suits.
yeah. We
Wow.
bought, and sometimes we'd have like these. Sometimes you gotta take someone out, and it's
Mhm.
Mhm.
like
You wanna
it's a
Yeah.
little expensive, at least from where we were at.
Yeah.
But like we look at those things as like investments. Like, okay, we're gonna spend $300 on dinner. All right, cool.
Mhm.
But this dinner might turn into something. You know.
Yeah, so
Before you guys go ahead, Paris.
I was gonna say any little opportunity that we saw early on where we can reinvest into ourselves, if
Yeah.
we knew
Mhm.
it was gonna further our game or further our direction, it was an opportunity to take.